In a country where over 133 million people live below the poverty line, where hospitals struggle for electricity and children study under leaking roofs, Nigeria's luxury industry is booming louder than ever. This is the other side of the story. From politicians to businessmen, from elites to rising moguls, luxury has become a symbol of power, of arrival, and sometimes of excess. When a video surfaced showing the new luxury hotel allegedly linked to former Rivers State Governor and now FCT Minister Wike. But Wike's hotel is not the first and it won't be the last. Across Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt and even emerging cities like Uyo and Owerri, new 5-star hotels, high-end lounges, exotic car dealerships and billionaire estates are springing up. Nigeria is one of the poorest nations on earth, yet one of the biggest consumers of luxury goods in Africa. But how? The answer lies in the country's economic structure, vast inequality, a booming political elite, and a private sector built around status. Luxury in Nigeria is fueled by three major forces: political power and patronage. This is wealth built from government influence, contracts, and positions. And there is the private sector winners. These are tech founders, real estate developers, oil service providers, new age entrepreneurs. And they are the young, aspirational class, People will save for months just to spend one night in a luxury hotel or club for the feeling of belonging. In a country where opportunities feel scarce, luxury becomes a statement. I made it. But for every tower that rises, something else falls. Sometimes it's an entire community displaced to make way for a new estate. Sometimes it's public funds quietly diverted into private projects. Other times it's the psychological cost, the widening gap between the wealthy few and the frustrated many. The cost of Nigerian luxury is not just financial, it is social, it is political, and it is emotional. But to be fair, luxury is not entirely a villain. New hotels mean jobs for builders, cleaners, managers, cooks, and security. Luxury malls bring in businesses. High-end estates push urban development. Even the nightlife economy employs thousands of young Nigerians. The real question is not whether luxury should exist, but whether it should exist alongside so much hardship. Nigeria is not alone. Brazil, India, South Africa all have booming luxury markets beside extreme poverty. The difference is governance. In other countries, luxury expands after the basics are secured. In Nigeria, luxury expands instead of the basics. So, when Nigerians debate Wike's hotel, it is not just about the building, it's about the frustration of the people watching leaders build for themselves, while public schools collapse, roads are left unfinished, and hospitals run without basic supplies. Nigeria stands at an important moment, a nation full of brilliant people but held back by inequality. Luxury will continue to rise. That is inevitable. The real question is, will the rest of the country rise with it, or will Nigeria become a nation where a few live in gold while millions fight for survival?